Back to my channel. Here we are still working on perspective drawing, and we are making use of visual ray method. And as I said, that the visual ray method has another alternative. Okay, this is the first one that we did. So we now want to use an alternative method, okay, which is a bit simpler than this one. Okay, so I'm going to read the question again. So we will read the question again, then we analyze it to make use of the second form of the visual ray method. The question says that a point A is situated 15 millimeters behind the picture plane and 10 millimeters above the ground plane. The station point S is 25 millimeters in front of the picture plane, 20 millimeters above the ground plane, and lies in the central plane 10 millimeters to the right of the point. Draw the perspective view of the point A. I will take the question again. A point A is situated 15 millimeters behind the picture plane and 10 millimeters above the ground plane. The station point S is 25 millimeters in front of the picture plane, 20 millimeters above the ground plane, and lies in the central plane 10 millimeters to the right of the point. Draw the perspective view of the point A. That is the question. So just as we did in the previous for this particular one, so we are also going to follow the same steps. So apart from some other things that we are going to do here, okay, so we are going to draw the picture plane horizontal line that will represent the picture plane. So here we draw horizontal line of any length as we have here. So, and I'm going to call this line, so I'm going to label it as PP, just as we have in this one that we have beside here. So this is PP. Okay, then we are going to locate the point, as we are told that the point whose perspective view is to be drawn is 15 millimeters behind the picture plane. So I'm going to take a measurement of 15 millimeters here above this line, so 15 millimeters. So at this point I'm going to draw a horizontal line. So here we draw horizontal line, so from here so to this side, and on this line, so at any point on this line I'm going to locate the point. So this is point A here, so I'm going to write A at this point. So here we have A here. Then the next thing that we are going to do is that we're going to locate the station point, as we are told that the station point lies on a central plane which is 10 millimeters to the right of the point, 10 millimeters to the right of the point. So I'm going to take a measurement of 10 millimeters from this point to the right side, 10 millimeters from this point to the right side. So here we have 10 millimeters. Okay, then I'm going to draw a vertical line from this point down. So a vertical line from this point down here. So we have a vertical line from here down. Okay, to now locate the station point, so we are told that the station point is 25 millimeters in front of the picture plane. So from this point on this line, I will take a measurement of 25 millimeters down. So this is 25 millimeters here. So here I have the station point. I have it here, 25 millimeters, the 25 millimeters in front of the picture plane. All right, so the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to join these 2 points. We are going to join them together with a straight line. So we join point A and S together with a straight line like this, as we have here. So where this line AS touches the picture plane, so I'm going to call it point A1. So this is point A1 here. All right, so having done that, so the next thing that we are going to do is to draw the ground line. So we still draw the ground line here. So we are going to draw the ground line, horizontal line. So we draw horizontal line to represent the ground line. So we draw horizontal line like this. So this is the ground line. I'm going to write GL here. So ground line. Okay, they said ground plane in the question. So we draw it as a ground line here. And then we are also told that the station point is 20 millimeters above the ground line. the station point is 20 millimeters above the ground line. So I'm going to take a measurement of 20 millimeters up, 20 millimeters up this ground line. Okay, so this is the point. I'm going to draw a horizontal line here, and this horizontal line will represent the horizon line. To represent the horizon line, so we draw a horizontal line here like this. Okay, so here we have this line. So this line is the horizon line. So we use HL for that to represent horizon line. Okay, so having done this, so the next thing that we are going to do, is that to locate the second station point. Okay, so I'm going to extend this line. So I will extend this line. I will extend it here to touch the horizon line, so that we can, because the second station point will be located on this horizon line. So this point now is the second station point. So we have the second station point here. So, and I'm going to call it S prime, as we have here. Now, so the next thing that we are going to do, as the question says, the point is also the point whose perspective view is to be drawn is also 10 millimeters above the ground line. 10 millimeters above the ground line. So before we can do that, so what we are going to do now is that I will come to this point. Okay, so I'll come to this point, and I'm going to draw a vertical line from this point. I'm going to draw a vertical line down from this point. Okay, so coming down like this. Then I'm going to take a measurement of 10 millimeters from the ground line up. Okay, as we are told that the point is 10 millimeters above the ground line. So here we have the point here. So 10 millimeters above the ground line. So I'm going to call this point, I will call it point A prime. So this is point A prime here. Then the next thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to join this point A prime and S prime. I'm going to join them together with a straight line like this. So we join these 2 points, we join them together with a straight line. Okay, then the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to draw a vertical line from A1. So we draw a vertical line from A1 to touch line A prime S prime. To touch line A prime S prime, we draw a vertical line from A1 to touch line A prime S prime. So it goes like this. So we have it. So we draw it like this. So coming down like this, and it touches this line A prime S prime. It touches it at this point. So we have it. We have a point here on this line. So this point that we have on this line, so is the perspective view of the point A. So this is the perspective view of the point. It's as simple as I've done it here. All you have to do is to practice. When you practice, you become a master at this work. So we meet on the next video. So as continuation of the work on this topic, perspective drawing. Thank you, and God bless you.